Oh, hi all, happy Homebrew Wednesday. Just a very quick update, quickly go over a few things. Not much to say this week. I made another beer at the weekend. I made a English bitter. I was looking at maybe about 5% and it came out at, it might be something like maybe about 5.9. I think I got the original. I looked for the original gravity at 1050, and the original gravity was 1025. So yeah, so I got that down there, stuff in a keg. There, it's all very. I made well, not a keg, a bucket. So I made 20 litres of that. That's going to be kegged up and bottled in a week. I'm going to do a corny keg. I must admit that I actually won a kit on a raffle at the National Homebrew Competition. So I made a kit. It was kind of Scottish heavy thing. I don't know, Scottish something. But it's sat out here in the. Let's have a look. Where is it? Down here somewhere. Oh, it's dark, cold. So yeah, it got in there. I'm going to give that to a friend of mine. I think. I had a quick taste of it. It might get better with a little bit of carbonation. The IPA, which is sat outside, out there somewhere in the fermentation vessel thing, it struggled. I used some S33, as I said, at the brew day, and it got to 1025 and stopped. Well, it seemed to stop. I roused it, popped it in the fridge, and nothing much happened. So I tossed some Sapphire 04 of that beer I just made into it, and it's kind of fermenting slowly now. But I was expecting a bit more from what I'm reading. The S33 yeast is a bit crap. So I'm shaking there. So that's all the beer updated. I've got, I said, I've still got the stout in the fridge, in a kegerator, but I'm not very happy about it. And I had a friend of mine the other day. He wanted to buy a load. I think the Irish company who do all the brewing stuff, they had a bit of a deal on at the weekend, and they had some Cornelius kegs a bit cheaper. So I've now got another new Cornelius keg. So I'm up to 5 kegs now, but you can never have too many Cornelius kegs. I've got one which I took apart the weekend and serviced it, put new rings in, and the poppets are completely worn out. So I think I've ordered some Chinese ones from online for maybe about £1 each. If you try to, I mean, some places in the UK try to sell you poppets for almost £10 a throw. I've seen some places, and some tried to sell them for about £5 a go as well, which I think for a poppet, I mean, fair enough, the original item, but I think it's just rather ridiculous, really, trying to sell that device for, well, £4 or £5 a go. And you need 2 anyway when you stick them in the kegs. But yeah, that's on a slow boat to China. It should be here in a couple of weeks, hopefully. So yeah, I've got one of my kegs which is out of order at the moment. I think that might have been something to do with one of my kegs losing a lot of CO2, or it wasn't actually keeping its pressure that well. I normally find that if it's pressurized up to a certain level, it'll normally do it so it must have been something to do with the valves around the inside of the kegs normally will seal if they've got no pressure on, so it must have been the poppets leaking. Anyway, that's good. Hopefully there'll be a few weeks time. I'll show you them when they come. The kegs I talked about last week, I didn't manage to get them for that cheap price. The company up in Yorkshire, they will allow you to go and pick them up from there, but they've just stopped sending them out because they get damaged so easily in the post with the carriers, which it's a bit disappointing. But I'm going to do a big order from Brew UK and get some from there. I think I'm just going to have to adjust my prices a little bit, because some of the guys are going to buy the kegs off me. Obviously not the ingredients or anything like that. I'm not going to start selling alcohol. What else is news? If you have a quick look at my little list here. Nothing else. I was hoping to have that IPA ready for next Monday for the my local brewery clubs. What is it? Wood warmer competition. So might have to take the Guinness along. Well, that Guinness, the top dog stout. But there we are. Okay, it's a very quick one. Shout out to everybody. Thanks to all doing my beer reviews. I'm not going to have any beer for a few more months yet, but I think I'm hopefully going to be buying some ingredients soon. But most of the beer I've got at the moment is all taken. It's going out to friends and family and stuff like that, as I said. That's it. Very quick. See you all soon. Bye.